Have you tried cooking a lamb roast before and never knowing how long to cook it for? Or maybe you want to find out what the Ninja Foodi can really do?
Well, if that's the case, you are in the right place because today we're going to show you how to cook the perfect roast lamb in the Ninja 15-in-1.
Now with Easter around the corner, Ninja have got some fantastic deals on their products at the moment.
So go and check out the links in the description box to see how you can get yourself some affordable and amazing appliances.
Now let's get started and get straight into the video. Okay, so step one, what we're going to do is we're going to poke some holes in the lamb so we can stuff our rosemary and garlic inside. And then after that, we're going to rub the lamb in our very own selection of spices. So grab a knife and make some holes. Try and go all the way through. Make as many holes as you want in there. So I've got quite a bit of garlic to shove in. I think one more and then that'll probably do. Okay, that'll do. Now I'm gonna stuff the garlic inside. Get that garlic in there, nice and deep. Okay, now I'm going to shove the rosemary in there. This probably won't be able to go in too deep with all the garlic in there, but do your best. This is why you need to make very deep holes. So now I'm going to add the rub of spices. So in this bowl, we've got a mixture. I'll put on the screen here what's inside the bowl, and basically we're just going to give it a little mix together. And then we're just going to sprinkle it over the meat, give it a good rub. Make sure you do both sides, so flip it over. And now once it's all in, just get your hands a bit dirty, give it a good rub. And all these flavours will come out really nicely when it's cooking. So that's it, nicely seasoned and rubbed in with all the spices. Now we're going to give it a quick sear and then we should be good to go. Okay, so now we're going to move on to searing the meat. So first things first, lift the lid, grab your cooking pot, place it inside. Then you're going to come round to the front, turn the Ninja on. You want it on the air fry hob section. It's already on sear saute. Then place it on to number 4, press start. Okay, so we're going to let this heat up for around about 2 minutes, and then we're going to saute our onions and garlic in there with a bit of ghee. And then once we've done the sauteing, we're going to introduce the lamb into the pot, give it a good mix, and then we should be good to get it started on the cooking. Been over 2 minutes, the pot should be nicely heated up, so I'm just going to add a small spoon of ghee into the pot, give it a stir around. No different than if you're using a pan on your hob. And now I'm going to begin adding the garlic and onions. And just keep stirring. So now I'm just taking out the onions and garlic before they burn, and then I'm going to add a bit more ghee so we can sear the lamb. Okay, so now I'm going to add a bit more ghee, and then I'm going to add the lamb. Normally hold it down on one side for probably about a minute. Just want to get it nice and browned up a bit. Just want to be very careful because obviously this pot is very hot, so be careful with your hands. You might want to grab yourself a pair of tongs. This might make the job a bit easier of moving it around. Yeah, those spices and smells really coming through already. And the great thing about using the Ninja is, obviously we're able to sear it, the lamb, in this pot, which we're also going to be cooking in as well, and it's going to have all those flavours sitting in there rather than searing it in the pan on the hob. You have to wash that pan, and then you're probably going to be cooking it in the oven, so you're going to miss out on all those flavours from searing. I'd say we're good to go. So now I'm going to remove this out of the cooking pot somehow. There we are. Okay, so now the meat's seared, we're ready to start cooking. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add 500 milliliters of red wine into the pan. And I'm just going to use a spoon to get any of the onion and garlic that got burnt. Just getting it off of the bowl because we want all of that flavour in there. Now I'm going to add the onions and garlic that I seared earlier in with the wine. Give that a little mix around. Now next I'm going to grab the wire rack and I'm going to place it in there so that the lamb is sitting on here and not in with all of the wine. So that goes in there like that. Now we're going to pop the lamb on top. Try and do it as gently as possible. Lovely, perfect. So another great thing about the Ninja Foodi is that it comes with its own temperature probe. So I'm going to plug this in to the lid, push the probe into the lamb, and then using the presets, I can actually cook this lamb to a specific temperature, and this will basically stop cooking when it's ready. So there's no stress on how long do you cook it for. So simply take this nodule out, place this in, and you want to place the probe in the thickest part of the meat. So ideally you want to place it in the center and push the probe in as deep as it will go. And then the next step is literally shut the lid, and then we'll set our presets. We're going to come around the front, turn it on, and it's already on the function that we want, which is the steam mode. We're going to scroll down to the steam roast, and as you can see, we've got our presets there. We're going to select that, and we are going to select lamb, and I want to have medium to well done. And then once you're ready, all you have to do is press start. And another thing worth mentioning is put the vent to seal mode. And now all we have to do is just let the Foodi build up to the pressure, and then it will start cooking. Okay, so it's just finished cooking. It's been about an hour and 10 minutes, so let's see how it looks. Yeah, it looks really good. Still looks tender. A little bit crispy on the top, but it was medium to well done. So let's take it out and we'll have a closer look. Okay, so here we are. Lovely. Okay, let's cut into it then. Look at that. Nicely cooked. Still tender. Again, like I said earlier, you know, we did cook this on medium to well done. So, because I didn't really want it pink in the middle. Some people like it pink in the middle, but yeah, this still looks really tender. Smells fantastic. You can even see the bits of garlic that we pushed inside earlier. Let's do a little quick taste test, because you can't cook a roast bit of lamb and not do a live taste test. So here we go. The flavour, unbelievable, delicious. So there you have it, a perfect recipe to make a perfect lamb roast for your Easter lunch. Now we're gonna go plate this up now, and we're gonna tuck in ourselves.